Let's do this. Oh, okay. We are live. See, I do that every time. Hey, everybody.
We're live.
We are live, and I'm always having to check in on Facebook, so I'll do it during the intro, just to make sure we're live, and then we can't see people on Facebook. We can just see like if they make comments or whatever. So what I'm gonna do is, per usual, I'm gonna run the intro in a second because I'm trying to find it here. La la la, and then we'll be right back. Pretty exciting.
Let's go. This is gonna be fun.
Boom! Let's do this. You see what I did there? I didn't tell the fellas I was going to remove him, but so you could see the fancy background that I made. So I got your cute little faces on both sides of Torsten there. So, hey everybody, welcome to Counter with Katy. Oh, did you know that it does that? I think it's going to do balloons.
No clue. I had no idea. That was amazing.
Look, party time.
Let's go.
And then I think one is balloons.
Oh, this is great.
Let's go. And I get
Torsten, do this.
I'm the one that's dancing, and then all of a sudden I don't get anything. But it's all good. We're gonna have fun. Let's go.
The sad thing, and it starts raining. I think. Yeah. Boo. It's a nice throw.
See, I don't get that. Whatever.
Don't move. Just maybe do it like this and just be still. Look at mine are all uneven. Yeah. I still can't figure out my background. Everybody, if you see Colby's beautiful background there with his fire on his TV, before I had my cool gas fireplace, that's what I always did. And I don't know if you guys know Sasquatch here.
No,
he's not your average Sasquatch. He goes around with me. He's got his own Instagram page, and he's a very positive force, and he has positive messages out there. Okay, so everybody, just to let you know, we are going to talk about Valley Connection and the fellas behind the curtain. Okay, so Torsten, I think I'll start with you on. I don't know if I want to get a background on both of you and then do the Valley Connection thing. Probably. Torsten, just tell me, who are you, Torsten?
Who's Torsten? All right.
Who's Torsten? Oh, we're getting a comment. Hang on.
Okay.
So Pam says, what a team of rock stars. Woo! You know it, Pam.
Let's go, Pam. Thank you. So to Pam and everyone else out there, I could talk about business for hours, but most importantly, I want to talk about myself.
Yes.
I want to talk about my background because we do business with people who we like. And if there's a time that you're going to do business with me, you're going to do business with me because it's who you like.
Yes.
So I was born I'm a native of Phoenix, Arizona. I was born here to two amazing parents. I have an older sister who I call my little sister. I take care of her. She actually takes care of me. She keeps me in line. Fast forward, I've got two kids. I've got a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old, amazing kids who have followed in my footsteps of being hardworking individuals. It came from my mom and dad, both of them super hardworking people. Both Thomas and Caroline have multiple jobs that they're working hard.
Amazing kids. You can keep it short. I'll keep asking you questions. Okay. Brant Markle says, hi, Katy. Hey, say hi to Torsten and Colby too, Brant.
What's up, Brant?
He's a nice fella. So, Colby, give us a sweet little background as well, and then I'll ask you guys some questions, okay?
I was born and delivered in a shoebox left on a porch of an orphanage.
I always knew this about you.
Yeah, I grew up without family and parents. Just kidding. I was born and raised in Salt Lake City. Grew up in between there, Los Angeles, New York, Phoenix, and Hawaii. Moved around a bunch. Had a career in the music business for 10 years, and then I had a career in technology as an executive at IBM, Microsoft, and Dell. Built a software company, sold it, got sued, lost everything, and I started a social media journey where I filmed a video a day for a year and shared the story of what was I going to do now. And that turned into a great avenue. At one point, there was 11 million followers across all platforms, and took that, built it into kind of a consulting and a software and another software business. and haven't looked back. We've got 5 beautiful kids, and yeah, that's it. I'm back in the Phoenix area, and I've known Torsten for 10 plus years, and it's good to be here, Miss Katy.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a pretty cool background, my friend. I'm trying to switch it up over here. It's kind of fun to do this. So Pam says to you, Colby, OMG, you had a shoebox? Lucky.
Yes. No blanket, though. Pam, did you have a blanket?
Now, I'm going to just give you guys a quick little rundown because Colby's done a million things, and then we're going to talk about all the things Torsten has done also in the unique way that Torsten and I met. Colby, as I was looking at your stuff, I'm going to pull this up and we're going to talk about this really quick, and we'll keep it short, but it's pretty amazing, this stuff you've done here with. Can you tell us a little bit about, give me 1 second. I'm trying to pull it up here. Share my screen about this. Can you see that? Teen suicide prevention. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh yeah, A Life Worth Living. So one of the biggest things that we need to be paying attention to are the influences and the things that are happening with our kids today. It gets, with technology, things have accelerated so fast. It's not like it was when I was a kid. Right, when I was a kid, if you wanted to see an adult magazine, you had to meet with some creepy guy's uncle underneath a basement somewhere. Now, if a kid wants access to see something, he has all of it, and like you see everything you could ever want in your hand with almost no restriction.
And it's also stressful.
It causes a lot of damage, right? But about 5, almost 6 years ago, I was in southern Utah, and there were, I think at that point, 60-something suicides in where we lived, a very small area. And as I started to look at that, I picked up a camera and started filming. And we turned that into a documentary series called A Life Worth Living that was picked up by Netflix right at COVID. And it was traveling around the U.S., meeting with families who had lost a child to suicide. And what could we do? That's a very morbid subject. So the question was, why are these things happening? What are the kind of the areas that are causing these things, or the influences that are causing kids to do what they're doing? And then where can we show some hope and influence on when you get to this stage, because we all get down. So as a kid, what are the resources that are available to you in your area? We featured athletes like Tony Hawk and my buddy Nate Wessel, and actors and musicians and people that have really struggled because of things. And the goal is we all struggle. What can we do to get through that together? And it was showing the hope that there's a lot of things happening, and that our kids aren't alone, and where can they turn when they find those struggles, and turn it into a series that just had never, we recorded, COVID happened, and that was it. But that opened up a door for a very exciting career where I've spent, 6 years in teenage adolescent care for kids and families that are struggling. Like, where do they go? How do they get help? What does that look like? And working with everything from facilitators to psychiatrists to individual caregivers with families that need help, and telling their stories.
That's amazing. And as a teacher of 16 years, I know how important that is. So that's just one piece of the caring background that puts Valley Connection together, because I know Torsten has done quite a few things himself. I don't have a little website for you there, but I do want to share one more thing of Colby, because you are also an accomplished author. Can you see that?
Why are you making me do this? Yeah.
You see the other guy, and then there's a couple other ones. So that's pretty cool. You can keep it short if you want. I mean, I just thought it's kind of cool because you've got a lot of connections.
I've written 5 books. 2 of them were bestsellers, over 100,000 copies sold, self-published on Amazon with no marketing. Last book I wrote was called You Should See the Other Guy, and it was about all the things that should have killed me, and those adversities that should have killed me turned into superpowers. Little did I know, when I wrote that book, I was probably only halfway through the journey, and I wrote that book 5 years ago. Because since then, divorce, cancer diagnoses, have a son who's got autism, like a lot of other things have happened, and it's how do we maneuver through the things that really should set us back, and those are the things that build our character, and those become our superpower, and that's why people are connected to us. But it was co-produced by Dan Clark, he wrote the stories for Chicken Soup for the Soul. So just super good guy. And the goal was just to be able to tell real life stories from the beginning, middle, and end, and How can you use the things that you think are things that hold you back or make you weird? How do you use those to your advantage to actually become a superpower?
Yeah, I need you to help me write my book because I'm along those lines. Okay, Torsten, give us a little background on. Basically, you're the one that started Valley Connections. Why did you connection? I always want to say connections. It's like when people say I went to the doctors. It's
Right.
not
Yeah,
Valley
there's
Connections.
yes.
There's
And
not more than one.
I'm so glad that we actually have an educator that has an education background that can correct everyone. So thank you.
Including myself.
It's like nails on the chalkboard. I'm like, it's Valley Connection. There's no
I know.
connections, but that's okay.
I corrected myself, man. I'm good.
So in 2012, doing real estate, rocking and rolling in real estate, buying and selling real estate, had a pipeline of deals, was down at the trustee sale I was buying 5 properties a day, and turning around and reselling them. We were rocking and rolling. But I found myself to be the guy at the trustee sale with the least amount of money, but the largest drive. And so we were turning so fast, and we weren't greedy. We were just making decent amount of living down there. But I needed more contacts with real estate agents, because back in the day, houses were selling for $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, and real estate agents were making $1,500 and off of these deals. And so I knew that if I could go down and buy a house at the trustee sale for $40,000, I could sell it for $45,000. Most anyone else could sell it for $50,000. So I gave real estate agents the opportunity to sell it for, $25,000 to $5,000 more than I was selling it for, so that they can make extra commission. So,
gosh, I wish I would have known you back then.
those were the good old days, and we closed like in one day.
Oh yeah, like minutes probably.
Super fast, and I needed more connections, Valley Connection. I needed to talk to more real estate agents, so I started putting on happy hours, and then the happy hours turned into people were like, "Well, what do you do? Teach us how we can make money with trustee sales." So then we started putting on speaking events. We did panel events. We mixed it. I've always tried to make things fun. I don't like boring at all.
Yeah.
So we would do a speaking event that followed up by a happy hour that followed up by being at Dave & Buster's and going and playing video games and then donating all the tickets to buy toys for charity. So always had fun, education, and then give back.
Yes.
So that's kind of how Valley Connection started in 2012. Did very well with it. Backed off of it a little bit, and then just in the last year brought Valley Connection back because still doing real estate, but ventured into the roofing business. I want more roofing deals. So it was like, let's get business owners together. Started going to networking events. My partner and I would argue of who was going to the next networking event. And like, why are we arguing about going to these networking events? Because they were boring. It was like, hi, I'm Torsten, I'm a roofer. And that was only 2 words I said. And so they're not going to do business with me just because I say I'm a roofer. So I was like, you know what? I'm bringing back Valley Connection, and we're going to do masterminds, and we're not going to start with our business. We're going to start with something funny. Like today, we talked about funny experiences with animals. We've talked about all sorts of things, get to know each other. Then we go into a mastermind where we help each other, and then we talk about our business.
Yeah.
So.
And one of the cool things, and I'm just going to talk about this, and then I'm going to show your website a little bit. Yeah. I'm just getting involved with this, which is amazing. And then I'm going to talk about how we met, Torsten, and I'm just getting to know Colby, so I can't wait for the fun stories with that too. But what's great about it, as a former educator too, it is a much more interesting to be in a group of people. It's very relaxed, and it is just a very easygoing mindset. And we're there to help individual people. So last week, there was one girl who had a bunch of questions about her business. How do I get started? What do I do? And just a multitude of questions. And the people all just kind of rallied around and gave her a lot of advice. And then it's also check-in, which is really great. So you don't have to, I would say you don't have to have a business, but if you want to make connections with people, it's a really great place to do that. And if you want to learn some things and maybe find a new business to work with, right?
Yeah, totally. And so real quick, there was one of our members brought his son who was trying to figure out what he was doing. So at the end of the meeting, we were going around and kind of talking about our business, and we come to his son, and he's like, "I'm looking for a job," and everyone just stopped. They stopped immediately worrying about sharing about their business and poured into this young man and started asking him questions. Well, do you like this? Do you like this? Have you thought about this? And it was you almost, I mean, I think there was actually tears in some of the people's eyes, just how much everyone was willing to help this young man out and put their business to the back burner and sharing about their business. And they wanted to focus on helping this young man out. And so, yeah, you're right. You don't have to have a business. You could just be looking for what your next place is.
Yeah, it's so great. I mean, I know some things sometimes. So Torsten and I met because I'm a realtor, and I needed another quote on a roof. And it's a typical thing where, you know, his team's making calls and it's like, do you need a roofer? And I'm like, no, stop bothering me. And then one day I thought, you know, they called me a couple of times. I'm going to call. And I actually got Torsten, thankfully. And I asked him, I remember his bid was less than the other one. And I said, well, what happens if, you know, you guys come out here and then they need more materials like underlayment or whatever? And he said, I will not charge somebody extra. I'll eat the cost because the relationships and the connections are more important to me than a little bit of money. And that's the way that I work, and my lender and I work really closely together. Say all the time, it's not about transactions, it's about relationships. So it's really cool. And then Colby, I know just all the things you do. It's so incredible with like all just the other day, what the stuff that he threw down for this girl who didn't know anything. He's like, start this, and this. And she was just like, oh. And I think you've talked to her since then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
To put it into perspective, Katie, this goes right into what Torsten was saying. Is here you have the story of Shannon. Shannon is a waitress at one of the facilities that we do masterminds on Thursday, and she sat in and has seen and been in listening to these conversations for a year, and then finally, what Torsten's really good at is at the end of it, he's always pulling people aside because always asking questions. He like motivates them into trying to figure out what it is they want to do. And they've been talking for, I don't know, I've seen talk for months. And finally, she dug in and said, okay, here's what I want to do. So a couple of weeks previously, we kind of flushed out her business idea. And it was essentially like personal coaching and development based on her kind of experience. And then a couple of weeks later, you know, gave some instructions and some stuff. And she picked it up right away, started doing videos, started doing all the tactical things that were asked, which is usually people ask you and you just don't do it. She jumped right in. And then 2 weeks later, she's like, okay, I'm ready for the next thing. And that's where, I mean, I like to don't talk about things hypothetically, talk about things you've done. I won't talk about things I don't know about. And it was, I need to do this website. And she's getting all this direction and thousands of dollars. And I said, nope, you're not doing it. So you're going to go to GoDaddy and you're going to type in a name. We're going to find your name. Then we're going to go to Wix and you're going to set up a Wix account. Then you're going to go over here and we're going to get you set up. And we literally just plugged those pieces together. She wrote them down. It was very just step by step. And she came up today and she said, listen, I've got some money set aside. I'm going to call you tomorrow. Like, will you walk me through it? I said, absolutely.
And she's adorable because she just asks the questions and she doesn't care and she's not afraid of it. So that's also a really spectacular thing as a former educator because people are afraid to ask questions. Right. And she was there for a year. And so you just never know who's watching and what's going on. And so you guys are both so great about pulling it all together, you know, and just creating a nice community about it. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show the website. And then, Torsten, you can start talking about the educational piece just a tad because we're bringing some exciting things to the platform. Look at, just happened to be on that. Oh, gosh.
What
do you know?
Shabang.
So, in the fancy words, you know, what if your professional education actually answered your most pressing business questions? So kind of talk about that because we talked about it today. How's that going to look for people who are wanting to learn more?
So a little bit also about my background. I've been a mentor. I've mentored for some of the best companies in the real estate space. And I saw things that were amazing. I saw people make huge transformations, but I saw some things that I didn't like. So I'm taking all the things that I didn't like and we're throwing that out and we're bringing in the things that I like, but keeping the things that were working. So our education platform is all based on videos and videos that are anywhere from 6 to 15 minutes. And people are like, why you pick 6 to 15 minutes? Because that is people's attention span, 6 to 15 minutes. So every educational video is based on those 6 to 15 minutes. We start with the basics, and then from there, we're going to grow into additional training, but it's community-based. So the community asks, and we deliver. So if we're talking about real estate, the community starts asking, hey, how do I buy a rental property? Or how do I analyze a fix and flip? If we have the training, they can see it. Or if we don't have it, then we'll develop it. And then like on the business side, we'll have some videos on how to start that website. The first things to do. If we don't have it and someone asks a question, then we'll start to develop the training. The really cool piece is the technology stuff that we're going above and beyond. We have an AI, Sophie, on there that will answer those questions in real time. Katy, you log on and you're like, I need to know this. And instead of you spending hours looking for something, you ask Sophia and she points you into the right direction immediately. Or if it's not there, she gives some advice and then gives us the advice, says, hey, Katy needs to know about this. We then develop the training and work directly with the person and then have the training because like you said earlier, everyone's questions, everyone else has the same questions.
Yes.
So we're really promoting, like, don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yes.
Because if you ask questions, we're helping out the rest of the community. This is totally community driven and community, help. Like we'll have also different platforms where community members can like help each other back and forth.
Yes.
So it's super, it's really cool. And it's kind of affordable.
Listen to this right now. Pamela, as a trainer, this is an amazing platform. Boom.
Thank you, Pamela.
Yeah, so she says, love the vision. And I actually talk to her sometimes, so she knows, like I've been talking about it. It's pretty exciting. Here's the website. And you guys, I'm going to share this in the comments or actually maybe under the description. So you can peruse through the website and stuff. But we're talking about this. We're getting a tidbit, and I'm telling you, we're going to talk about it a lot more because this is incredible. So what else did you want to add, Torsten and Colby, potentially? And then we're going to play a little game.
So there's three different platforms to it. I'm going to share about the first one is the real estate side. That's my background. That's where I've done way too many deals to count and for way too long because it'll make me look old. So 20 plus years of doing real estate deals and made tons of mistakes. So you're going to learn from my mistakes. You're going to learn from the things I did right. You're going to learn from the things that I've done through mentoring. And then Colby is going to be running the business side platform, the business education. And
IT also, right, Colby?
Yes, ma'am. So don't let Torsten, he's really undersold this whole thing in himself. This is what I like about him. You can't get him to talk about himself. He spends more time helping more people.
Yes, I know.
So let me put this into perspective. How many times have you've fallen into the trap of, I want to learn this new skill set? Maybe it's health, maybe it's wellness, maybe it's business, maybe it's real estate. And you start watching start following some stuff, then you get into some like, come see my events, you go to the events, then the event's not just an event, now you got to buy my course. Now it's like, oh, the course is a lot of money, but then you got to buy time with me. And at the end of it, you end up spending $20,000, $30,000 for time with that expert, only to be overwhelmed, and very few come out the other side with the promises they were given at the beginning.
And it's usually their helpers, their workers or whatever, their trainees that help the person. It's not the person.
Right. So in this scenario, we've heard many stories where people spent their last dollar and this hope for some transformation and didn't get it, and like how that destroys the life. And Torsten's been talking about doing this education thing since I've known him. And the goal the entire time has been, can it be something that is super affordable? It's not going to be stuck in that, that $30,000 realm. It's $149 lifetime. You have access to the entire thing if you're a Valley Connection member. So you have access to everything forever, right? Mm-hmm. And so Torsten's done 7,500 deals, roughly. We were doing some math the other day. And to learn from a dude who's done 7,500 plus deals, he's got I've heard this. I've heard his training for years. It's like there are these probably 8 or 9 videos he's done. That's literally it's step by step at the very beginning. You're just now interested in making money in real estate. You want to do investing, whatever it is. There's a whole pattern of things from the beginning to the end that'll walk you through exactly what you need to do in a language that's not overwhelming in 10-minute sections that are digestible.
Yeah.
So from a technology perspective, I built all the back end and the website and all that kind of stuff. I'll be doing the business and marketing piece. We've got some guest facilitators that are going to be coming in and doing some guest courses. So they'll do like an hour with us. We'll chop those up. Personal branding, how the importance of personal branding. Some other things around basic business 101. How do I set up my LLC? How do I get funding? For the very
basically anything you guys need. I mean, anyone needs. And if we don't know, we'll figure it out, right?
Yep. And then the AI thing is really cool. I mean, it's one of the most exciting as technology changes by the day is when you go in and you log in. If it's like, what was that video that Torsten said about the 5 steps to a deal? And it literally will pop up. And she's like, hey, Katy, great question. The 5 steps to making a deal are, she says the 5 steps. And then she's like, would you like me to take you to the video? Do you want to have some more discussion about one of the points? And it's like, it's not a chatbot. I mean, it's a very educated AI that sits inside our environment that is personalized to the person that comes on, to where that experience is theirs alone. And no, I don't know anybody in this space that's doing it, but it was, again, Torsten's idea. I'm the tech guy and he just keeps pushing till we get it done, this will be a differentiator because it helps people.
Yeah.
What can we do to add things that help people without adding a bunch of cost and a bunch of burden and some crazy upsell? I'll shut up after this. Every person that joins inside this community is going to get a notarized letter that you'll never be upsold. Yeah. So the cost you pay, like this is the cost you pay. And he's going to put it in writing in the website's one thing and he'll say it, but we're working on a notarized document now that's like a welcome kit that you'll physically get mailed. And if you want to say put your money where your mouth is, I don't know any guru or expert that puts something out that says, I'm going to put a legal clause in here that says you're never going to be upsold or taken advantage of ever. Like we just won't do it.
Yeah. It's fantastic. And then I get to be involved a little bit too. And I just love helping people.
Don't undersell yourself. So
that's right. That's it.
The third piece to it is we can know real estate, we can know business, but if you have a weak mind, forget it. It doesn't work. And that was probably one of my frustrations with being a real estate mentor, was having time to spend on real estate, was having to spend time on making someone have a strong mind or making them overcome that. And we couldn't bring in another expert in there because they were oversold. They couldn't sell them anymore. So since we've made this affordable, we've got the amazing Katy, who has got the strongest body and mind, strong woman. But that's how you get there. It doesn't start with how much you can lift or whatnot. It starts with your mind. So I'll let you share, Katy, with that. Well, I'm super excited.
Sorry. Well, I'm super excited too, because I mean, even I'm not afraid to take chances. It's going to be really great because it's all about mindset and confidence and stuff. And yeah, you can take step backs because Torsten, as you guys know, has been invaluable to me through this process with the contractor. But I tell you what, I have learned a lot and I'm going to be able to help other people. And it's pretty awesome. So I'm really excited to help people. And as a former educator, I do love teaching people. I just don't want to be in the school system anymore. Pam says, I used to be in real estate and the most successful people had teams. Exactly. And I don't think I could ask for better people to like be able to collaborate and be friends with. I'm just really lucky. So don't always ignore those phone calls, guys. You never know who you're going to end up to be friends with.
You never know. And that's the
we feel the same way about you. That's right.
If you like we're going to go in a rabbit hole, but it drives me crazy when I listen to business owners, real estate people that are afraid to pick up the phone and reach out and talk about their business because like, oh, someone might get mad. No, like do it. Like it's that simple. Like if it's a text message, if it's a phone call, if it's a face-to-face, like you have to do it. Like we talk, the most valuable relationship came from us reaching out to Katy and the other real estate people. Like,
yeah. Well, it's
I didn't do it, someone else would have.
Well, yeah, it's, I had a thought to that because it's, I can't remember what the thought was. You just never know. So Pam says Katy likes to take chances. It's why I keep bail money handy.
Oh wait, Pam, you have bail money too? Okay,
Well, I
so
think- I
you both
think-
have bail money, which means you can really do some crazy shit.
It's going to be interesting because it's just along the lines of you don't have to be perfect to do something. You don't have to have the perfect body to be able to be strong. You don't have to have all the money to start something. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of stuff. So this is a very exciting platform, and it's for everybody. I'm telling you, and it's not just for Arizona. So, with all my subscribers on YouTube, and I'll give this link to you guys. But are you ready for the game now, guys?
Yes, that's what we
No,
do.
no, hold on. Are we ready for a game?
Uh-oh.
Almost. Let me see. Oh no, my pants fell off again. Hold on, I gotta put my pants back on. I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready.
Amazing. Okay. All right. Oh, now I got this from Good Housekeeping, and then I'm gonna ask you guys 5 questions. Okay. So whoever thinks they know it first. Okay. Oh, we got to do the giveaway. I forgot to say this. I should probably. I'll do the giveaway. I should probably do the giveaway now. If you guys will comment, whoever's on here, I think there's only a few people on here, but maybe we can do it later too. Comment with hashtag Valley Connections. I think I won't do the giveaway tonight, you guys, so that we can give them time. We can share this video. Hashtag Valley Connection, not connections. Jeez, English teacher. Hashtag Valley Connection. And Torsten, what day do you want to pick to give away a free membership? We'll come back on and we'll.
Let's do it on Thursday. Maybe Thursday morning.
So tomorrow?
2 days. Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Oh, you're right. Thursday. Okay, and I'll remind you. Woohoo! Okay, so I already put this one up. So tell me, what city was Kevin McAllister's family traveling to for the holidays in the hit movie? What?
Chicago.
No, what were they traveling to? That's where they lived.
Oh, New York.
Nope. Do you know, Colby?
Oh.
New Jersey to see the aliens.
And Roswell. Oh, look, we got one. Hey, he commented. She commented, sorry. Valley Connection. Whoop, whoop. Pam's got one. Oh, she'll be excited. Now, she's in Canada, so she'll have to be a remote one. But we've got lots of plans, you guys. Yeah. They were traveling. The whole family was traveling to Paris, France.
Yeah, how did I forget that? Out of the country.
I don't know. I love that movie.
I thought they were traveling to Germany to meet some guy named Torsten.
I think they were, actually, yeah. Question 2, what year did the film It's a Wonderful Life come out? That's very hard. That's a very hard question. If you get the right decade, I'll give it to you.
1947.
Holy crap. 1946.
Boom.
Good job. Okay, next one.
All right.
Next one. In the movie Elf, what condiment does Buddy put on everything?
Ketchup.
No.
Torsten, what is it?
Syrup.
Syrup. Torsten got it. Okay. Next one. In the movie A Christmas Story, what did Ralphie's aunt make him?
Sweater.
It was close. Do you know, Torsten?
I don't. I just don't shoot your eye out. That's
I do. It's the rabbit suit.
Yes, it's a rabbit onesie or whatever. Yeah. We used to call them funny oneies. Mm-hmm. Next one. We only have 8 questions because it's my favorite number. What real life department store does Miracle on 34th Street take place at?
Dillard's.
It's in New York.
Macy's.
No.
Macy's. Yeah. Colby got it. Look at Angie. She's coming up with all the answers. Okay. Next question. What food did Kevin McAllister's family order the night before their departure to Paris?
Pizza.
Yes. Good job, Torsten.
Love that pizza guy.
Nice one.
Okay. Bonus question. What Thanksgiving movie has a main character living in a house that looks similar to the house the McAllisters lived in?
Die Hard.
No, what Thanksgiving movie?
Wait, Die Hard's not a Thanksgiving movie? Come on.
It's a Christmas movie.
It's Thanksgiving.
Die Hard's a Thanksgiving movie and a Christmas movie.
Well, I was already going to ask you that. I was already going to ask you that. The question is, what Thanksgiving movie has a main character that lives in a house that's similar?
Die Hard.
No, that's a Christmas movie.
Torsten, what is it?
Die Hard.
It's got
planes, what is it?
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's actually a house that's in Chicago that's just slightly southeast of where that house is.
Those aren't pillows.
Last question. Or not the last question, sorry. In the original Frosty the Snowman animated movie, what's the first thing Frosty says when he comes to life?
Damn, it's cold.
Someone don't turn the heat on.
Hold my pipe. I gotta pee.
You'll remember as soon as I say it. Happy birthday! Because he's born again. What classic Christmas movie inspired the hit TV show The Wonder Years?
I don't know. The Christmas Story.
Yep, it's a Christmas story. Okay, now here are the questions for each of you at separate times. Boom, boom, boom. Torsten, I'll ask you first. Are you ready?
Yep, right. Let's go. Speed run.
Torsten, let's do this. How many pillows do you use when you sleep?
One.
One.
Yes.
Okay, how about you, Colby?
All of them.
Do you have 2, 3, 4, 6?
I sleep on the floor with no pillow. I
No
stay
pillow.
ready at any given moment in case the alien invasion happens or the Gravy Seals need me.
The shoebox.
I vary from
And a
2.
shoebox. As many pillows as I can get. Usually it's 2 or 3.
I vary from 2 to 4. We
You
got
do one between
a bunch of
your
people
between your
answering.
legs. So by your head, one between your legs.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yep.
I usually sleep on my stomach. Okay, so Mike had answered 3. I mean, happy birthday. Sorry, Angie, happy birthday. And then Mike also answered 3 pillows.
Ooh.
Okay, how
Three
many?
pillows.
What is a talent skill you're very good at, Torsten?
Talking to people. Make people
Absolutely.
talk to people, making them smile.
Exactly. Okay, Colby.
Not knowing how to shut up. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I
I drink
put
a lot. I do real well drinking. That seems to be a good game I play. Taking
We're gonna do that
complex
tomorrow.
scenarios and taking complex scenarios in situations and be able to like explain it in a way that normal people can digest it. Where it's not
That's
overwhelming.
Fabulous.
Problem solving skills is Colby.
6. Pam sleeps with 6,
That's
and one
my
is a
jam.
king size cooling pillow. Holy cow, Pam! Well, she does live in Canada, so it's cold there.
Pam and I are having a sleepover. Save some pillows for me, Pam.
Torsten, who was your crush when you were younger?
Who was my crush?
It could be famous or it could be somebody that was in your class.
That's a good question.
Like when I was younger, I always liked Jason Bateman. I still like him.
I don't remember.
John Cusack.
I don't remember. What was that girl that was in a swimsuit on a poster? Can't remember her name.
Farrah Fawcett.
Maybe that's who it was.
Bo Derek, the Perfect 10 thing.
Bo Derek is not my crush. Calm down.
I don't know.
And the funny thing was I bought a house once and I walk into the back room and it had that poster. I was like, this is my perfect house.
Yeah, I think it's Farrah Fawcett. How about you, Colby?
Kelly LeBrock, Weird Science.
Kelly. Oh yeah, Weird Science.
What's the girl's name from Mannequin? I think that was the first girl I ever fell in love with.
Pam says, I am single. Haha. Yeah, I forgot her name.
Do you look like the girl that was in Weird Science?
I love that movie, actually. Yeah, she was gorgeous. Okay.
Weird Science, and then the girl in Mannequin. Whose girl's name was in Mannequin? It wasn't the.
She's the one that was on
Is it
Sex and the
Kim
City.
Cattrall? Is it Kim Cattrall?
Kim Cattrall, yeah. Okay,
Really?
we'll start
Okay,
wrapping it up.
sorry.
Torsten, what's your pet peeve?
My pet peeve, people that don't take action. Laziness.
Excellent. Okay. Colby?
People that don't pick up after themselves. It bugs me.
Okay, perfect. I can't stand people that chew with their mouth open. This is a kid, you guys, that I know in California. Now he's in Tahoe. He's saying hello. Hello. Yo. It's 7:23 for me. Well, it is 6:53 here, my friend. Okay, one more question. Are you ready? By the way, I said it. I cannot stand it when people chew with their mouth open. It just drives me bananas. Can you fold a fitted sheet, Torsten?
No.
Colby?
Yes.
I cannot.
I can fold a circle. I can make a circle a square all day long.
A little secret.
I'm working on it.
Is I take my sheets to someone to wash them so that they can fold them correctly.
Oh my God. Okay, who am I? Okay, you're in India. They're from India. That's very cool. Currently there. Okay. I don't know. How old are you now? I don't even know. Okay, so thanks for joining me. This went way longer, but this was super fun. We got a lot of information. It was just a little tidbit, you guys. There's a whole lot more to it. So I hope you're excited, as excited as we are. Thanks for joining. Thursday, we'll do the drawing at Valley Connection. Okay, Torsten, I'll bring my stuff with me. So if you comment in the comments up until then, we'll keep reminding you in posts and stuff. Hashtag Valley Connection. No S.
No S.
And we'll do the drawing on Thursday. Okay, probably approximately. What time is it over? Around 10?
10.
About 10 a.m. So we'll come live. Boom.
All right. Can I do one more thing?
Yes, and then you guys stay on when I'm done. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna do one more thing. I just thought
of
something.
That's right. Okay.
So we would love to nominate. We want you guys to nominate someone that one of two things is a new business owner that's struggling, or someone that's thinking about getting into business that really needs some help but doesn't have the financing to do it. They need the education, but they don't have the financing, or a young entrepreneur. And look at that. I can't even see it.
I was like, does this do anything? And it did. I'm very excited about
I
that.
love it. It's not distracting at all. No. So a young entrepreneur that needs help. And if you wouldn't mind getting a hold of us or writing it into the chats, that tell us the background of it, and then we will, the three of us will sit down and we will pick. Let's do two. We're gonna do
excellent.
No cost at all to a young entrepreneur. Want to know their backstory of what they're trying to do, or a business owner that needs to get started and is struggling with financing, or a business owner that is struggling with financing that really needs some education. We will give them two things. We will give them a lifetime membership to the platform, and we will, if they're local, they can have a Valley Connection membership. How about that?
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's like $4,000 worth of stuff.
That's incredible. Pam says this was so awesome. Triangle of Power right here. I love Pam. Pam's always a great supporter. And then she said squirrel. Well, anybody talking to me has squirrel moments because I'm always like, what? Distracted. This was great. I forgot to sign with my signature. This is what Sit Squatch says. The journey begins with you, so be good to yourself. And I should have added yours, you guys. The Horgan, that's me. I love you. Peace and love. So, guys, stay on. We're gonna say bye, everybody. And we'll see you on Thursday at 10 a.m.
Thursday, 10 a.m.